It's your boy, T Green, and I'm back with another episode of Doc Talks. Put that fish on ice, baby. Let's go.
Big old Pompano. I gotta feel them out, y'all, cause the meat go up to this top part of the head, but I ain't never had no big Pompano this big. Now we're gonna have to take our time with him.
Where your gloves?
I don't need no gloves, Captain. All right, y'all. So I'm just gonna outline them first, pretty much like this. Now that meat come up here to that head part. Boom. Something like this. There go that plate. I'm gonna just let my sharp knife outline them, y'all, first, just so we can see what we doing. Come around them. Yeah. Oh no, that's hard part. That's mostly belly, but you know me, hey, we're gonna try to get that belly meat. Yeah. So it's a little ugly cut there, but who cares, y'all? Who cares? As long as you get the job done, right? That's what matters. I'm gonna do the same down here. Take my time, y'all. It's probably the biggest Pompano I done cleaned. We're gonna just make little incisions first. Something like that. Yeah. Now we got them through. Y'all already know how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stick it through the like that just to see. Turn my knife around. Come all the way down out his tail. Just like that, y'all. Now we're gonna dig down into him. Now I got an outline. Better make sure you have a sharp knife, y'all. I can tell you that. With his aqua-shaped head. I'm gonna turn my blade the other way and stick my finger in here. My thumb to kind of just lift up. And what I'm feeling for y'all is this that backbone. And then I just want to angle my knife down on it. And we're gonna just keep slicing away, because we are not in a rush here on this part. You want to make nice cuts though. You don't want to be cutting like if you have a serrated knife. You want to just make nice cuts. You just really lifting the meat up off that backbone. There we go. Here we go, y'all. So now he in there. This would help if I had one of them long knives, but I don't have one of them long knives, y'all. Anybody want to sponsor me and send me a long fillet knife, be my guest. I won't be mad, because I got a Mozzie oak here. This Mozzie oak pretty good though. I can't front. It cut through some stuff, y'all. But look at this. Break that bone right there above that little cage. Come on, I want all that little meat. You got to come up off there. You got to come up off there, yes sir, Mr. Pompano. Thank you for blessing me. There we go. Once you hear that little rib part crack, pretty much over with. The hard part is over, but you don't want to tear your meat. So we're gonna come in here, just take our time. Come above that little rib cage like that. Notice, y'all, I ain't rushing. Now that that's done, I'm gonna flip them over. I'm gonna do the same thing to this side, y'all. Now I know you're probably saying, why I ain't take the whole piece off? You don't want to take it all the way off just yet, because you need something to sit on it. I mean, you need that other side of the meat so you can fillet this side. You know what I mean? If not, it'll make it hard to fillet sometimes, unless you know what you're doing, of course. Follow that outside of that head. You got an big old head, don't it? Well, it's something about them flies, they come out of nowhere. Some people say you're supposed to have a little cup of bleach or something, they say, and then the flies won't come. But since we're only cleaning one fish, I ain't too much tripping. So we outlining them again, y'all. Outline them first. Always outline them first. I don't care what nobody say, y'all. I be seeing some guys on YouTube. Now, if you got a big enough knife, like your knife huge, you probably ain't got to do all of this. And I ain't even applying a lot of pressure. I'm just really letting the knife do the work. And then same on this side, y'all. We're coming, slice all the way down. Now, turn your knife around, put your thumb down, you just slice away a little bit. Angle your knife down towards the bone, and you can never go wrong. That's all I'm doing, y'all. You will hear them cut too, if you're doing it right. And especially if you're angling them down. And what'll happen is, if you kind of get off track, your blade will hit that backbone and you'll still have your meat. That's what you want, honestly. You just really want your meat. Now, don't get me wrong, now that backbone ain't going to waste, but you really don't want a lot of meat left on your backbone. You know what I mean? And y'all see, this time I normally have on my glove, but since I ain't doing a lot, I ain't trying to cut all into his guts. You know what I mean? I don't really care to see what he ate, even though it'd be cool to see what this big old Pompano been eating out there in a while. Boom. Now we could go ahead and take these slabs on off, and we pretty much done, y'all. We're gonna fillet him up out the skin. Then we're gonna go ahead and cook him. Season him and cook him, boy. Whew. Well, them little rib cage bones be strong. There you go. You see how he just falling off him now? He don't have no more support. And look at that, y'all. One nice piece of Pompano. Flip him over. Gonna get this back side off him. See that rib cage right there? There we go, y'all. Two nice pieces of backbone. All his guts inside. That's his head. Now, if I want to, I can keep that backbone. Break off his tail like this. See if we want to, y'all. Come down here. Cut his belly meat. Like that. I don't care for the rib cage part. There's not a lot of meat left up here in his head. That's all cartilage. You can hear that. Hear how that sound? That ain't no meat. You know? So I like to cut it right before the head part. And these bones are a little more easier to break, in my opinion. You know, see what I mean? See how that just break off? Give him a twist, did he do? I know this looking nasty, y'all, but that's pretty much it, y'all. Boom. This could go in the trash. That could have made some good shark bait. I know. A lot of people saying, man, you should have kept that head and made some fish head soup out of it. And you right, I could have. But not today, y'all. Not today. Should already had my water hose over here. I'm slipping, y'all. Yeah, that backbone getting used. Going to use, I should say. This the only time some fresh water gonna hit that meat, get that blood up off them. All right, y'all. We got a little more left to do. Now that it's pretty much done, now we got to get these fillets up off the meat. This the easiest part, y'all. You just take your knife and adjust my little tray here. Get your little plastic tray, boy. They come in handy. You adjust your knife here and angling it down. Now I'm holding on to his tough skin. And this is where you want to take your time. You is not in a rush, y'all. Cause this is where you could go wrong. If you're unsure, take a second. And I'm just pulling the skin towards me, y'all. I'm not trying to force it. I'm just making long cuts. And if I feel like you see how that little piece that I missed? You could pull your knife back out. Because the pompano have a weird body. So some parts of the meat you could go across, and then some parts you can't. So just like that, y'all. Angle that thing down. If you get some skin on your meat, that's fine. If you do, you know what I mean? You ain't like you gonna taste it like that. Not on this kind of meat. And I follow it all the way through like that. All right, I see where that little piece of skin at. Just like that, y'all. That would be that one little piece that want to be stubborn. Y'all see what I'm doing? I'm just really cutting it off. My knife sharp and the table wet, so again, cut up towards the skin like that. Now look at that. Look at that, y'all. One nice piece of meat here. So now what you want to do is that little bit of blood line, you ain't got to even worry. Cut that on off like that. Just like this. Like that. These pin bones, I cut behind them. And see those full of bones? I ain't throwing it away though. And then now you got your nice slab of meat. And that's a nice slab right there. Yep. So we're gonna do the same thing for this trash here. I put my meat back over here. Now this one I had the rib cage still on it. So what I'm gonna do is cut behind that rib cage. Let me see here. If I do this right, I could just cut up towards the rib cage and take him right off. And this come with a little practice, but guess what? If you out here practicing and practice make perfect. So you may not get it right the first time, the second time, or the third time, but you keep going. Eventually you'll find your way. So you see how I was able to cut out those big bones? Them some huge bones. But I ain't throwing that away. So same thing. Angle your knife down towards the skin. Towards the skin, y'all. As long as you put it towards the skin, you can never go wrong. Gotta hurry up on this floor today before these flies tear us up, boy. Cut towards that belly meat. Yep. There ain't a lot of hard work, y'all. It's just his body is let's just put it this way, the body of Pompano is very awkward when it's time to clean. So the hard parts I'm just gonna do just like this. See where that's at? Cut them on down. Yes, sir. That's all I'm doing on the hard parts. Now you don't have to do it like this, and I suggest you don't if you don't, because you don't want that knife to come through that skin and hit your finger. But I'm feeling for it though. And I'm taking my time. I'm making one slice as I go. Just to get around that hard part. And when I mean hard part, I'm not saying that the fish is hard. I'm saying like the angle of the fillet, how that body curve up about that head, it gets kind of hard. But there ain't nothing to a boss. Ain't nothing to a boss. Look at that. No meat on that, boy. You can make a jacket out of him. So the same thing. Clean up my fillet. Boom. Ain't too much bloodline on this. And this little bit of bloodline ain't nothing. For all those who eat Blue Runner like myself, now that's a bloodline. Boom. 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 And then this backbone, get a little more clean. Yibbity yibby, that's all, folks. Right there, Mr. Pompano. Mr. Pompano. don't want to mess up your meat, so I'm just gonna lightly wash that off. Now I got backbone, and then the rest. Bye bye. We in that light swimwear, y'all. Could have put that in the bag, but trash go out tomorrow. Hopefully the missus don't see this video, and she's gonna be mad. Turn that thing to jet. All right, y'all, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. All right, let's go to cook.
Don't forget, like and subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Smash that notification button.
You got it. So, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. This your boy, T Green, and see you on the next one.
Put that fish on ice, baby. Let's go.